7 tiny habits that changed your life. The tiny spark that ignites your transformation. Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed and motivated, knowing that you have been working towards a better version of yourself for just a few minutes each day. For Emma, it all started with a tiny habit that had a profound impact on her life. She would take a 5-minute walk around her neighborhood every morning, rain or shine, to clear her mind and get some exercise. At first, it seemed like a small, insignificant task, but something about it sparked a transformation within her. As Emma continued to make this tiny habit a part of her daily routine, she noticed a significant change in her overall well-being. She felt more energized, focused, and confident. The tiny spark of her morning walk had ignited a fire within her, and she was determined to fan the flames. But what is it about tiny habits that has such a profound impact on our lives? The science behind tiny habits is rooted in the psychology and neuroscience of behavior change. When we set grand, ambitious goals for ourselves, we often feel overwhelmed and motivated to take action. But that initial enthusiasm wears off quickly. Our brains are wired to respond to small, manageable tasks, and that's where tiny habits come in. By breaking down big goals into tiny, achievable steps, we create a sense of momentum and progress that's hard to ignore. Imagine trying to climb a mountain. If you look at the summit, you might feel intimidated and unsure of where to start. But if you focus on taking just one small step at a time, you'll be surprised at how far you can climb. That's the power of tiny habits. They're not about achieving perfection. They're about making progress, no matter how small. So, what are the tiny habits that matter most? What are the 7 tiny habits that can change your life? Let us start with one of the most surprising habits on the list. Brushing your teeth as soon as you wake up. Sounds simple, right? But what if I told you that this tiny habit can have a profound impact on your mental clarity and focus throughout the day? For many of us, our morning routine is a jumbled mess of checking our phones, scrolling through social media, and trying to get out the door on time. But what if you could start your day with a sense of calm and clarity? By brushing your teeth as soon as you wake up, you're not only taking care of your physical health, but you're also sending a powerful signal to your brain that it has time to focus and tackle the day ahead. Of course, this is just one of the 7 tiny habits that we'll be exploring in this video. But for now, let's just say that it's a small step in the right direction. A tiny spark that can ignite a transformation within you. As we continue on this journey of discovering the 7 tiny habits that can change your life, remember that it's not about achieving perfection. It's about making progress, no matter how small. And it's about finding the tiny spark within yourself that ignites a transformation. Before we move on to the next habit, I want to leave you with a question. What's the one tiny habit that you've been putting off or procrastinating on? Is it exercising regularly, meditating, or learning a new skill? Whatever it is, I want you to commit to making it a tiny habit for just 5 minutes a day. That's right, just 5 minutes. See how it makes you feel. And then we'll explore more of the 7 tiny habits that can change your life. As we take a short pause, I want you to imagine yourself making progress towards your goals. Imagine the sense of accomplishment and pride you feel as you take small steps towards a better version of yourself. That's what tiny habits are all about. When we come back, we'll be exploring the 2nd tiny habit on our list, and I promise you, it's going to be a game. But for now, take a moment to reflect on the tiny spark within yourself. What's the one tiny habit that could ignite a transformation within you? We'll be right back. Cracking the code with the 7 tiny habits. Imagine living a life where every day feels like a new beginning. You wake up feeling refreshed, motivated, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come your way. For many of us, this sounds like an impossible dream. But what if I told you that it's all about making tiny adjustments to our daily routines? Let us start with the first tiny habit that can change your life. Waking up 30 minutes earlier. Emma, a marketing executive, used to hit the snooze button every morning, rushing to get ready for work and feeling frazzled by the time she left the house. But she decided to take control of her mornings by waking up 30 minutes earlier. At first, it was tough, but soon she found herself enjoying the quiet time to herself, sipping a cup of coffee and planning out her day. The benefits of waking up earlier are numerous. Not only do you get a head start on your day, but you also reduce stress and increase productivity. Emma found that she was able to get more work done in less time, and she even started a new hobby, painting, which she could unfit into her busy schedule before. She felt more accomplished and her mornings became a time of calm and focus. But it's not just about getting more done. It's also about how you feel. Waking up earlier can give you a sense of control over your day, which can be especially important for those who feel overwhelmed or anxious. By taking charge of your mornings, you set the tone for the rest of the day, and it's amazing how this can impact your mood and energy levels. Next, let's talk about the importance of hydration. Drinking a full glass of water upon waking is a simple habit that can have a profound impact on your overall health. Our bodies are made up of approximately 60% water, and even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, and difficulty concentrating. By drinking a full glass of water as soon as you wake up, you're rehydrating your body and giving it the nutrients it needs to function at its best. Imagine feeling more alert, focused, and energized throughout the day. This is what happens when you prioritize hydration. And it's not just about drinking water. It's also about making sure you're getting enough electrolytes and essential minerals. By incorporating a balanced diet and staying hydrated, you'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish. Now, let's talk about taking breaks. Taking a 10-minute break every hour may seem like a luxury, but it's actually a game changer when it comes to productivity and work-life balance. Research shows that taking regular breaks can improve focus, reduce burnout, and even boost creativity. By taking short breaks, you're giving your brain a chance to rest and recharge, which can lead to increased productivity and better time management. One of our viewers, Alex, a software engineer, used to work long hours without taking breaks. He felt burnt out, and his work suffered as a result. But when he started taking 10-minute breaks every hour, he found that he was able to complete tasks more efficiently and with better quality. He even started exercising during his breaks, which improved his overall health and well-being. By taking care of himself, Alex was able to achieve a better work-life balance and feel more fulfilled in his career. These tiny habits may seem insignificant on their own, but when combined, they can have a profound impact on our lives. By waking up earlier, staying hydrated, and taking breaks, we can increase our productivity, reduce the stress, and feel more energized throughout the day. And the best part, these habits are easy to implement and can be adapted to fit anyone's lifestyle. So, which tiny habit will you start with today? Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff, gazing out at a breathtaking view that stretches as far as the eye can see. You feel invigorated, refreshed, and motivated, knowing that you've been working towards this moment for just a few minutes each day. For many of us, this sounds like an unattainable dream. But what if I told you that it's not about grand, monumental changes, but rather the tiny, incremental steps we take every day that can transform our lives? Let's take Emma, for instance. She was once a self-proclaimed coffee addict, consuming at least 3 cups a day. But one tiny habit changed everything. Emma decided to eat 1 more serving of vegetables each day, and it made all the difference. She started with a small salad or a serving of steamed broccoli alongside her lunch. At first, it was a struggle to find the time and motivation, but soon it became a habit, and that's when the magic happened. Emma noticed a significant improvement in her energy levels, and her skin started to glow. She felt more confident and motivated, and it cascaded into other areas of her life. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Tiny habits like eating more vegetables can have a profound impact on our mental well-being too. Research shows that a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. And it's not just about what we eat, but also how we eat. Taking small moments to savor our food and appreciate its taste and texture can be a powerful way to cultivate gratitude. Speaking of gratitude, Emma also discovered the power of practicing gratitude for just 5 minutes each day. She started by writing down 3 things she was thankful for before bed, and it became a sacred ritual. She felt more grounded and at peace, and it helped her sleep better too. The science behind gratitude is fascinating. It can actually rewire our brains to focus on the positive and reduce stress, and that's exactly what Emma experienced. As the night drew to a close, Emma would often pick up a book and read for 15 minutes before bed. It was a ritual she cherished, and it helped her wind down and prepare for the next day. But it is not just about relaxation. Reading before bed can have a profound impact on our sleep quality too. Studies show that reading can help regulate our sleep patterns and improve the quality of our sleep. And that's exactly what Emma experienced. As we continue on this journey of transformation, we'll explore more tiny habits that can change our lives. But for now, let's take a moment to reflect on how these small, incremental steps can add up to significant changes. What tiny habit will you adopt today? As you stand at the cusp of transforming your life, one tiny habit at a time, it's essential to review and adjust your progress each week. This is where tiny habit number 7 comes into play, a crucial step in maintaining consistency and discipline. Let's dive into the story of Sarah, who, after incorporating the 7 tiny habits into a daily routine, noticed a significant shift in her productivity and motivation. Sarah, a freelance writer, was struggling to meet deadlines and stay motivated. However, after implementing the 7 tiny habits, she found herself consistently producing high-quality work and meeting deadlines with ease. But what was the secret to her success? It all boiled down to her ability to review and adjust her progress each week. Every Sunday evening, Sarah would take 10 minutes to reflect on her accomplishments and setbacks from the past week. She would identify areas where she excelled and where she needed improvement, making adjustments to her habits accordingly. This simple yet powerful practice helped her stay on track, ensuring that she didn't fall into old patterns. As a result, Sarah's confidence grew, and she began to see tangible results in her work. But what happens when obstacles arise and motivation starts to wane? This is where resilience comes into play. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and persevering through challenges. By developing a growth mindset and learning to adapt, you can overcome even the toughest obstacles and stay motivated. As you continue on your journey, remember that consistency is key. It's not about achieving perfection. It's about making progress, one tiny habit at a time. By incorporating the 7 tiny habits into your daily routine, you'll be amazed at the transformation that takes place in your life. From increased productivity to enhanced motivation, the impact is undeniable. So, take the final push and commit to making these tiny habits a part of your daily routine. Your future self will thank you.